everybody, my name's Steve, I'm the British Railroader, and I would like to thank you for taking the time to watch this slightly unusual episode on my YouTube channel. Now, as most of you will probably know, I've been away for a couple of weeks, and whilst I was away last week, an incident occurred within the model railroading world, which has highlighted a problem that has been around for quite some time. For those of you that don't know what happened, I'm just going to very quickly summarise it. Basically, at the end of a very well-known North American-based podcast, some comments were made about a woman working within the model railroad industry that were both quite bullying and misogynistic. And as I mentioned earlier, it's really highlighted that problem of railway modelling, model railroading, whatever you want to call it, being a male-dominated hobby. Now, I've been a proud railway modeller for 30-odd years, but when I got into it, it was something that the boys did. It was very much that, you would do it with your dad or your granddad, and if you went to a model railway club, it was all men there. There were virtually no women within the hobby. Now, things are changing, but if you look at my YouTube stats, you'll note that the majority of my viewers are men. Maybe that I just attract men more than women. But you'll also notice that my age demographic is quite old. And, we often say that our hobby is dominated by older, white, middle-class men. And it is very true that we're probably the majority of modelers out there. However, what we've got to remember is that our hobby encompasses a wide number of people, and it is becoming more and more diverse. So there are a lot more women in the hobby, with the likes of people like Kathy Millett, and Dawn Quest over here. We've also got Lucy Dormont, who's the social media manager at the NMRA in the States, Michelle Campena, I think I said that right, and various others. Apologies if I've missed anybody that I should have mentioned. But I think what this incident highlighted is the fact that there is a lot of misogyny out there. There is some thought and feeling that, based on somebody's gender, about whether or not they fit into the railway modelling world. And that's absolutely untrue. I mean, when these comments were made, a number of us, myself included, stepped in on Facebook to call this person out. Now, the person who made the comments has made an apology, but it will have affected their podcast. Because there will be fewer people willing to watch it. But also they've lost some sponsorship from a major manufacturer. So this does have ramifications. Now, when I was thinking about making this video, I contacted a couple of people. Now, one of them was Anne Martin. Now, Anne and her sister Helen are quite well known over here in the UK. They run an award-winning model railway shop in Norfolk, in Norwich, called Great Eastern Models, and is a great one for building a social media presence. Now, these guys inherited this model shop from their dad, who sadly passed away, but they have taken it up several levels, and Anne's online presence is just huge. She runs daily challenges on Facebook, for people to post pictures of their models and talk about their model railway interest, and she's always willing to learn new things about the railways, both model and real, and she's made a real success of it. And with her in the shop is as well as her and Helen, there's Jasmine and Isabella, their daughters, and so it's a real girls run affair. And I've been up there. It's a wonderful place, but they really show how women to play a part in our hobby, and actually they've gained the kind of respect that they should always have by running an amazing shop. And I also reached out to another Facebook friend, Sean Guzman Thacker. Sean lives with his husband in one of the sunnier parts of the USA. He is a model railroader. He has an amazing proto-freelance layout based on the DT&I, but a modernized version of it. And he's a very out and proud gay man. And I contacted him to ask if he'd experienced any discrimination, any bullying comments as a result of his hobby. And he said very much so online he's had people posting comments, basically uh, because he's gay. And actually that shouldn't happen. It should never happen that people in our hobby are singled out or bullied at all, but especially because of a difference. At the end of the day, it shouldn't matter whether you're black or white, male or female, gay or straight, able-bodied, disabled, whatever. We are a hobby that can include everybody. And I'm very proud of that fact. And I think that we should have a degree of friendship and civility that we display to each other. Now, it doesn't mean we can't have disagreements. I, me and a friend of mine are forever arguing about different types of decoders, and that's fine. And the way we do things, someone will have one opinion and someone will have another. But at the end of the day, this is our hobby. This is our passion. We do this because we love modeling these things. We do this because at the end of the day, we want to play with trains. And as our parents always taught us, we should play nicely with others. Now, I know that this video is not going to be liked by everybody, and that's absolutely fine. And I'm pretty sure that somebody out there will call me woke. And that's all right too, because frankly, if that's the worst insult that you can give me, you go ahead and give it to me. But I passionately believe that this hobby is for everybody, and we should treat everybody with the same level of respect that we would expect to be treated ourselves. Thank you everybody for taking the time to watch this video. I believe that it's very important that we are civil to each other and that everybody is able and feels comfortable to be able to share what they do in this wonderful hobby of ours. I will see you soon in another video, less serious than this one. But that's it for today. My name's Steve. I'm the British Railroader, and I'm saying goodbye from my model railway room. Bye-bye.